the heck? I wasn't even recording. Hi. Welcome back to the garden. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm falling over. Hi, welcome back to the garden. Thanks so much for joining me today. I am so excited to be out here. We just have a few things to do, actually, nothing major. We're just fixing a few things here and there. One of the beautiful things about the garden is that you can reuse many different items. So one of the things I'm going to be reusing in the garden is my clock. I got my clock right here, and I was thinking of just putting in a recycling bin actually, but I changed my mind. I was like, I could use this in the garden. So I had an original intent for it, but I may just hang this on the wall somewhere and see how it goes, just like you would do in your own home, because this is almost like an extension of your home, right? Your backyard, your garden area. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang this up and see how it looks. Come with me. I closed my umbrella so you guys can see what I'm doing. So what I just did was I used, let me get closer here. I just used some of the garden twine, not the garden twine. I just used some of the zip ties and I placed it onto this part just to train it to go across. These little things sticking out right here, they're supposed to be like connecting onto there, and that's the whole idea. They don't seem to want to do that, but eventually they will. But while we're here, here is a butternut squash, and here is another one there. And eventually, if you haven't had butternut squash before, they do turn a beautiful kind of pale brown color. And the one down here, it's actually, I think I got to tie it up a little bit more. It's so heavy, it's just falling back to the ground here. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? But yeah, there's quite a few of them coming up. There's another one underneath this flower here. And yeah, there's quite a bit of them coming up. Over here for the peppers, there's a little yellow and black bug. Here's another little black one on here. I'm gonna shake you guys off. I don't want you destroying this pepper plant. And it's flown away. Wow, but these pepper plants are coming up nicely. They really are. And here's one here, but it seems to be choked out a bit by the butternut squash. I hope it's gonna come back. Oh, no, something bit it. Yeah. Something bit it. It's gone. It's a goner. You're headed. You're leaving?
Yeah, it's too hot.
It is a goner. Wow. I just can't let it go. I'm just gonna put it there. It's goner though. Yeah, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 of them here. This is a weed here at the back that I chopped down. I'm gonna cut it down again. And I'm not gonna do that on today's video though. but this is supposed to be running. I'm going to show you the other side. You see why it's called training. You got to train these things because they need it. So I'm going to take this, and I was hoping it would on its own just, like, you see these skinny little parts, I don't know what you call them. I was hoping it would just wrap itself around, but since it's not, I'm going to go ahead and do that for it. I'm just going to take it and just wrap it here. By the way, when you're locking in the zip tie, you don't want to do it too tightly because you don't want it, you still want the, I'm tempted to say tentacle. I don't know why I'm thinking of, I don't know. That's the only word I could come up with. But the part here that keeps shooting up, you don't want to tighten it too much. You want to give it some wiggle room. So don't tighten it too, don't do it too tightly. So that's what I did. It's not too tight at all. See, it could still wiggle around and do its thing. I don't get them too tightly there. You just want to make sure they're secure, but they're not too tight, but they still have some wiggle room. Remember, again, you are just training them. This guy is supposed, oh, I see the rabbit. Y'all see the rabbit. Oh, I'm gonna get my, gosh, pollinators. Yes, go ahead, my little pollinating friend. Yes, this is exactly what you want to see. By the way, you don't want to use paper bags for your potatoes. Cute idea at first, but I would never do it again. It just all falls over. But you need pollinators to do this. The male and the female flower, they need to mate. So that's what you have pollinators for. So this is excellent. Excellent, excellent. This is one of the reasons why there are flowers before there's fruit. Ooh, let's go close. Thank you so much. You're doing a very good job. That is absolutely fascinating, you guys. Doing its thing. Everything has a purpose. While we're here, let us check out this guy here. He's growing big and strong, and there's his brother right there on the ground right here. That's growing bigger each day. And I wanted to show you guys that there is a watermelon that's coming up here. You see that? I don't want to go in that corner because that's where our little rabbit friend is. And yeah, I'm just not in the mood to be scared right now. But we got our butternut squash. I want to show you another squash that I saw right under, where are we? Right under there. It is a beauty. I have a feeling we're gonna get a ton of squash. We're gonna get so much squash this fall that we will get to share with our family and friends. So I'm really excited about that. To be able to grow some food and to have enough to share is just like a really great feeling. So I'm looking forward to the squash, but the thing I'm looking forward to the most is the watermelons and the cucumbers. I love cucumbers, watermelons. I could just live off this stuff all summer long. And I actually wanted to show you guys something else in a moment, but I decided not to hang up the clock because when I'm in the garden, I don't want to be reminded of the time. I just want to go out and get lost in the garden and forget about time. So I will not hang it up, even though it's not working. I don't want to see a clock. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that clock. It's basically going to be a beautiful stepping stone for a planter. So give me a second and I'm going to come back. Okay. So I am Bazak, and I am going to use this as a stepping stone. I'm going to use this clock with this pot, and all I'm going to do is use it as a stepping stone to hoist it up a little bit higher, because when you elevate your planters, it just makes it pop a little more. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's hoist this up. I do have some of these weeds here, so I'm going to pull them out first before I put this down. Weeds just find everything. They're so annoying. Now, what had happened here as well as I'm pulling these out, I might as well just sit. These planters over here, they fell over a couple of times because of strong winds. Well, it's not only because of the winds. I actually had the umbrella on there, and the umbrella got blown over.
Because I didn't close it.
The umbrella got blown over, and then it took the pots with them. I mean, these winds were strong though. But if it didn't have the umbrella on there, I don't think it would have fallen over. So that's another thing I will not be doing, is to use just a regular umbrella. If you do use it, close it at night, just like you do with your patio umbrella. Close that one at night. That one was getting a little sticky, that's why I didn't close it. But anyway, that's why it fell over. So soil fell into this area, so now it's going a little bit of weeds in here. All right, so I picked most of them up. I picked most of them up. Now I'm just going to place this down this way. Yeah, I just placed it down here, and all I'm going to do is put the pot on top. It is leveled. Put it on top, and you got an elevated plant. Here it is, folks. Ta-da! There it is. It's nice and elevated, and it looks like a beauty. Yep, just a little elevation. Now, sometimes your plants just need a little elevation for the beauty, and I could see. So all this time, I was thinking that this particular plant here, I thought it was a cucumber plant. But once it began to fruit, and I had to actually cut some items back, I had to cut the callaloo back. Once it began to fruit, I realized it was not a cucumber plant, but a cantaloupe. Look at that cantaloupe. Isn't it a beauty? Oh my goodness. It's just so gorgeous. And I never would have seen that if I didn't cut back some of the, sorry. I don't want any of these bugs on me. If I didn't cut back at these branches or these leaves, I wouldn't have seen that it was a cantaloupe plant. So I am excited about that, because I actually thought all my cantaloupe plants had died. And while we're here with the kale, you could see how it just grows back so nicely. It grows all season. Once you plant it, it will produce for you all season. And as you can see, I no longer have a covering. There's no covering, so it's exposed to the sun, and it's doing well. Same thing over here. It just produces all season for you. All season. You could tell that's the one that I picked the most. But yeah, all season it's just producing. These are marigolds that I planted from seed. It should be opening up soon. And I love this nice blue color, and that's what we've been eating for our greens mostly. Let's see here. I do see another cantaloupe under here. Right here. It's very small though. So this cantaloupe is going to spread all over. And this, I should be harvesting, like, I should probably harvest it today. I don't want to get dirty though. I'm not in the mood, not today. I think once I return next week from a brief camping trip, then I will harvest it, just not now. The pollinators are at work, you guys. They are at work, and so is the Japanese beetle. By the way, the bee just fell off, just flew off. Oh, he's back. Get out of here. Japanese beetles destroy things. Bees, they make them better. There we go. Good boy. She's probably a girl, to be honest. Oh my gosh, something dug out a red potato. Look, I think it's the bunny. There's a red potato under there. I will be harvesting this very soon, but there's that small red potato there. And the cosmos, another one came up. I'm gonna take you guys over to see it. And let's get a closer look at this watermelon. This is just the normal variety, but I'm really excited about those potatoes. And I hope the bunny's no longer here. All right, friends, so that's it for today's video. It's just a brief update. We should be getting plenty of, I don't know if plenty, we should be getting rain next week. So I think the plants are fine. We got a little bit of rain yesterday as well, and the garden is looking great in the month of August. Usually it's the total opposite. It's dry. It's just everything is crispy, and I just kind of give up. I just can't keep up with watering, but yeah, everything is looking great. Thank you for tuning in today and for hanging out with me a bit, just to do a bit of garden chores and to see an update. And the zinnias, by the way, they're looking so beautiful, and I will show you that update on another video. But for now, thank you for tuning in. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of your day or evening, night, whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye-bye.